Hello everyone, and welcome to my guide to understanding the puzzles of the remastered Myst. In this video, I will be unlocking the secrets of the Selenitic Age. The linking book to the Selenitic Age can be found inside the retro spacecraft that is to the left of the library. Check out this video if you have yet to unlock this book's location. Opening the book and placing your hand onto the panel will link you to the age. Of the 4 ages of Myst, this is the only one where Cirrus and Achenar do not have living spaces. Recall that the brothers are trapped in the red and blue books in the library on Myst Island, and they have tasked you with finding the missing red and blue pages. Like each of the other ages, Selenitic does contain 1 red and 1 blue page. Make sure to find them as you explore. With that, let's get to the puzzles. Upon linking to the age, you will find yourself inside a similar spacecraft to the one on Myst Island, though this one is non-functional. A red button opens the hatch and allows you to exit. At the end of the gangway is a locked door, to the right of which is a control panel. Turning the large knob produces a variety of sounds. Below the display are 5 buttons, each selecting one of 5 channels, each of which can be set to a different sound. Pressing the white button plays the selected sounds in order. Clearly, we need to discover the correct sound order to unlock the door. You will soon discover that sound plays an important role in all of the puzzles in this age, so listen carefully as you explore. You can learn more about the history of this age by reading the Selenitic Age book in the library, though that is not necessary to solve any of the puzzles. The most prominent structure on the island is a large tower supporting 5 dish antennas, all pointing in different directions. They are each pointing to an important location on the island. These locations can be accessed in any order. I will start by proceeding over the bridge that's directly opposite the door puzzle. The bridge leads to a wooded hill where you will find a small pool and waterfall. Note the distinct sound of running water. Above the pool is a microphone connected to another antenna which is pointed towards the tower we noted earlier. On a bench is a yellow button. Pressing it lights up a symbol. It also, as we'll soon discover, relays the sound of the running water to the tower. There are 5 locations to visit. Besides the water pool, there is a fiery fissure, a broken clock tower, a field of large crystals, and a windy well. Each location features a unique sound that you need to remember. And at each you need to press the button to broadcast that sound to the central tower while taking note of the symbol above the button. The windy well is likely to be the last location you'll find. To get there, you need to cross the bridge behind the tower. Note that there is a ladder going down the well. After turning on this location's transmitter, climb down to the bottom of the well. A switch to the left of the ladder turns on the lights. Watch out for the bats. At the far end of the tunnel is another ladder to the surface where you will find yourself at the base of the tower. There you will find another control panel. 2 buttons allows you to pan the view screen left or right. Centering an antenna in the viewer will result in you hearing the sound from that location, provided that you turned on that transmitter. You need to match the sound to each location by pressing that location's symbol and then adjusting the viewer to the appropriate antenna. The tuning is pretty fine. Make sure you hear each sound clearly. The sound display below the viewer gives you a pretty clear indication when you have it right. The only one that's a little tricky is the water pool, as the antenna is a bit hidden in the trees. You will likely see it more clearly if you just turn around. From this perspective, it's a little to the right of the fiery chasm antenna. With each of the 5 antennas set, the large button with the Greek sigma on it plays the sounds in the order in which they need to be entered into the door puzzle. Note that if any of the buttons don't light while this sequence plays, it means that antenna is not correctly aligned, and you need to go back and tweak it. Play the sequence as many times as necessary in order for you to have it memorized. Once you feel you have the order down, return to the door puzzle and enter the sounds in the correct order. Pressing the button below the knob plays the sequence, and if it is correct, the door will slide open. The passageway leads deep underground, ending eventually at another doorway, behind which is clearly some sort of vehicle. Enter the vehicle and move to the controls. The only control that does anything right now is the lever on the left. Going down. The descent ends on a track with the compass reading north. Below the compass is a small button. Pressing it produces a sound. Remember, sound is the key to solving the puzzles of this age. The lever on the right rotates the cart to a different direction. Experiment as you like, but you will find that the only way forward is north. Return the cart to that direction and push the left lever forward to move to the next junction. Upon stopping, a sound will play. Pressing the button plays that sound again. Rotate the cart until you find an open track other than the south track, which is the way you came. Once again, note the sound being played and the direction you're heading. Then proceed forward. Each of the 4 compass directions is connected to a sound. That sound is telling you which way to go to navigate the maze of tunnels. The first few junctions only have one way to proceed, as they teach you which sound goes with which direction. But you will soon find yourself at junctions with multiple paths forward, many of which lead to dead ends. If you ever find yourself lost, pulling the left lever backwards will trace you back along the path you took, including any turns you made, so you can always backtrack to your last familiar junction. Also, at some point you will begin hearing 2 sounds played together. Right here, I'm getting the south and the west sounds played at the same time. That means I need to head southwest. Continue to follow the sound clues until you reach the end junction, where the controls will cease working. Exit the cart. At the end of a short passage is another linking book which takes you back to the library on Myst Island. In the library, any page that you found will be placed on the shelf as you approach either the red or the blue books. You can leave the page on the shelf, but it is also perfectly safe to add the page to the matching book. With each page, Cirrus and Achenar will be able to speak more clearly. Both will claim to be wrongly imprisoned, plead for more pages, while at the same time discrediting their brother. Deciding who to trust will be a decision we will eventually have to make.